COP30 is in full swing, and this is the international community's attempt to do something about climate change before it's all too late for all of us. And needless to say, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of lobbyists present in Brazil, and they're trying to protect the interests of the oil industry and the gas industry and big agriculture and a whole raft of polluting industrial and other activities which are making the climate situation worse. And that reminds us that climate change and the environment more generally, this is all about economics. It is the economics that have caused climate change. An enormous change in the economy of the world, the global economy, has created the conditions for climate change over the last 200 years. And the solution, therefore, has to be in the way that we approach the economy. And so this is an opportunity for me to show you a sort of sneak preview of a new set of images coming out in Bonkers Economics shortly. And here's one of them. And this one is describing growth. So we've got growth in the middle here with a nice green shoot at the top and the blue sky beyond. And here we can see the words shared, productive, rewarding, health-giving, worthwhile. Though these are not the only words we could use, but they give a picture of what growth in the economy should be like. Because what we're trying to grow, we would think, in the economy is that which improves the quality of people's lives. And there's not a mention of money in here at all, because money is just a tool to create good things. It doesn't of itself represent wealth, and therefore growing the turnover in money in the economy, which so much activity does, is not really going to help us unless we can achieve these sorts of outcomes. So, for example, improving people's health. Well, that's a real form of growth, economic growth. And that doesn't have to be done by huge interventions. It can be done by ensuring that people have enough time off to relax, get a good night's sleep, that they can potentially go for a walk every day, things like that. These will enormously improve people's health and well-being. So that represents growth. And an economy structured to allow that is an economy that is potentially growing if we measure it in the right way. So when we think about climate change and we think about the environment and those sorts of issues, and we don't think about the economy, then we're missing an absolute vital connection, because the economy is what's causing that. And until we can adjust our attitude to the economy, until we can think about the economy in these sorts of terms and think about how the economy could work for us in ways that it clearly isn't doing at the moment, then we're not going to begin to address the issues of climate change.